matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. In the glamour.
Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, and tackles do a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
221 wing, 221 run.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the rock. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
The give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the the 16.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run for it on third and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Lost to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. The very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
rocking the crowd, forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Floating away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Akbar. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. Fires downfield. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. It's a draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Fox. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab, it's Fowler. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Plows through the defense. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Fox. With the catch, it's Wormley. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. They'll run play action. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Zips it out to his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Kick is in the air. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Got a man. It's Napier. Turning it on. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They go to the draw. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Can't get him to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the middle. All by himself. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. They want to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He uncorks one deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Off-play action. That's reeled in. It's Eldridge.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Wants to throw on first down. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
They're trying to throw the out route. That time, though, the QB threw it a little bit too far to the outside. It falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'll move the tight end. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the sack. All the way back at the 5.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. You can't take sacks in this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, and the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th